What's up, and welcome to my corner of the internet. So before we get started, please like, comment, and subscribe. We're getting closer to our goal and closer to the new year, so thank you so kindly, and let me tell you about some anime. It's not every day that I'm surprised by an anime being so damn good. I didn't think they made anime like this. The one I'm about to show you is... listen, I'm late to the party. Like most things I like, I'm late to the party, and I decided to try it because it was in an AMV, and I thought this looked fire. So, without further ado... I had no freaking idea that this was made by the same guy that made Trigun. This is my literal god. Trigun is in my top 5. So, if you didn't already know, this is Blockade Battlefront. This is a 12 episode with multiple seasons, like 2, and then like a movie, and this is fire. This is one of those animes that remind me of a certain aesthetic of making anime that is always going to be magical, that's always going to be good, and is always going to be something worth watching. So with Kekkei Sensen, which is the Japanese name for it, this is about a crime-fighting group called Hell Salem's. I'm saying that completely mismatched and botched up, which is formerly New York, and our main character is Leonardo Watch. And this anime, at first you would have thought it was just like crime fighting, all types of craziness. It has all of that, but it's also about the atmospheric world that we're experiencing with like a New York with ghouls and demons, vampires, all sorts of the like. And the world is lively, and it's so much like New York with a lot of its scenes. It is a beautiful anime. Let me not get you wrong. This is animated so crazily well. Everything looks so cool, and the entire world looks hellish. It looks incredible. It has this like gothic city vibe, and it is incredible to watch. I'm gushing over every single episode, and I had so much fun. And it wasn't just bang bang shoot 'em up. It was filled with the adventure of like living in New York. I counted how many times. It was a lot of different times. Literally in every single episode, the main character and several characters were in transit, going through the city. It was very visual in the way it represented going through New York, because most of the time in New York, you're traveling from one place to another, and it's lively. Things are going on. There's little instances of like car accidents. There's instances of where characters are interacting. Random things are happening. And of course, that's being animated as like random ghouls and things just destroying other things. But it's miraculous. It's alive. This anime felt so lively. Aside from all of that, each episode is its own story. It's its own moment. It has tearjerkers, it has a lot of funny jokes, it has a lot of degenerates, and it's enjoyable. This anime very often strung along the plot roughly, and sometimes it didn't like perfectly make sense, but I think this anime was about watching the entire thing go about instead of caring simply about the story that was gonna finally take us to the end of this adventure. And I think that was a better approach. This felt like a very early 2000s to 90s anime approach where they cared more about giving you the world instead of giving you this story arc where everything was character focused. Like, we got to understand our characters, we got to understand some simple things, but not everything had to be simply explained. Some things you just got a moment of seeing and you moved on. You got to see characters living their lives. You got to enjoy the outrageous imagination that it took to create something that was a real world. And this anime felt like I was a part of New York. As someone who's visited New York a couple times in my life, and I have family that lives there, this felt like New York. The crazy stories, the crazy people that you meet, the crazy things that can happen in a day, and the interactions you can have with people. And the world feels almost just unbelievable. New York is a different place, bro. And if you've ever experienced it, you know what I'm talking about.
噂をすればですよ。はい、ザップさん。
おいー旦那そこにいるか旦那俺殺されちゃいそうなんだよ助けてくれ
So much is packed in, so much is just there. And within our story, everything is just cool within this anime. This follows the laws of cool so perfectly. Characters have this aesthetic and this way of living life that's almost inspiring and at times very much deranged and without any rhyme or reason. This anime is filled with magic that I don't think a lot of anime get very often. I think this is an author that's clued into how to create something that lives with you a very long time. Obviously, from the creator of Trigun, he would be able to make anime like this. And Blockade is one of those anime that I think you should watch. This is a 5 out of 5 off the aesthetics alone. It felt otherworldly just to experience this anime.
やっべえな予想以上に
And Leonardo Watch is a funny main character who basically has the powers of the eyes of God. I didn't fully understand what was going on with that, but it was cool just to see his eyes always glow and the noises that would come about and like how they would use his powers when he was a part of the group and just the different things that different characters are doing. Zap is a degenerate and one of the greatest, funniest degenerates I've ever seen. I can't believe all the things that he did and all the pieces of his character that we got to experience. He is like one of the absolute worst. He's horny, he's an idiot, and he loves to do some of the stupidest shit ever. With all that being said, they don't make animes like this. And I appreciate a good atmosphere. I appreciate a good world. And I appreciate an anime that's just having a great time telling a good freaking story. So Blockade Battlefront is worth your time and is a 5 out of 5. God, I haven't seen a 5 out of 5 in a little bit of a while. Though Dandadan is probably it. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. Did you know that Blockade Battlefront was out? Did you know that this existed? Why did no one tell me? I should have been watching this. This is incredible. Thank you so much for watching. I hope the holiday season is going well for you. And I hope you're taking care of yourself. Good luck, be easy, and continue to live life, you know? Take care.